Namaskar. Apologies for the slight delay. Today looks like it's a hat trick. Every program that I started today has been a little bit late, but a lot of stuff to cover. We were just finishing up the slides for this program. What is happening is, I'll just give you the backdrop of what happened. India ordered 6 Apache helicopters from the United States way back. It's already been paid for, all of it. All the money for all these 6 Apache helicopters has been paid for. Then what happened? 3 of them got actually delivered and they are in use. Now, 3 more that are supposed to have been delivered were put on a plane from United States and it goes to UK. In UK, it gets stopped and we don't know what happened. These helicopters are back in the United States. I'm going to give you all the details here. Is this because of the free trade agreement? I don't know. You decide, folks. I'm going to just present to you the facts, what exactly is going on, and we have a lot of references that you can go and check to add to more than what I am already saying here, and then you make up your mind what you think is happening here. I certainly want the United States government to come out and say what's going on, or the company that manufactures these helicopters. Who is that company? I'll tell you that also, because there's a twist there too. So I hope you've all liked this video, and if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to our channel. The unusual return of Apache helicopters from the United Kingdom. So what happened? The mysterious turnaround. 3 AH-64E Apache Guardian attack helicopters to the Indian Army took an unusual detour. An Antonov AN-124 cargo aircraft. I believe this is a Ukrainian owned plane, or it has some connection with Ukraine. Transporting the rotorcraft, that is the helicopters, from Mesa, Arizona to India, unexpectedly returned back to the United States with the helicopters still on board. It spent 8 days in East Midlands Airport in the United Kingdom. Why this reversal? This has raised a lot of questions, and here's the timeline of events. On October 30th, 2024, Apaches painted in the Indian Army desert camouflage were loaded onto an AN-124 UR-82008 at Mesa, Arizona. November 1st, that is about a couple of days later, the AN-124 departed for East Midlands Airport, England. On November 8th, after an 8-day delay, the aircraft flew back to Mesa, Arizona with all helicopters still on board. From November 9th onwards, the Apaches were unloaded and towed away with rotors removed, suggesting possible inspection or rework. So you can see here Apaches painted in Indian Army desert camouflage. This is the thing that India uses for its helicopters. So you can see that it was almost ready for delivery. Then what happened? Well, the Apaches, you can see here, they are being loaded into the AN-124 UR-82008 at Mesa, Arizona. Then the main reason, or the official reason, that Boeing has given is there are logistical issues caused by external factors that disrupted the transportation. The company assured it was working closely with the US government and the Indian Army to complete delivery as expeditiously as possible, meaning as quickly as possible. However, no specific reason was given for the aircraft's sudden return, fueling speculation. So this is now everybody's guess, right? Oh, this happened, oh, that happened, and so on. So there are 4 main reasons being cited. Number 1, technical or cargo issues. That is, there were some technical issues that were observed. Maybe it was there in Arizona itself, but somehow it got missed. But by the time they went to UK, maybe they said, okay, can you check this, and this? And sure enough, those did not function according to specifications, and so it is back in the United States. This is a good reason. Let's see what other reasons are being given. Paperwork or custom delays, possibly due to misfiled export documents or ITAR restrictions across US, UK, and India. Third, a diplomatic pressure because reports are suggesting that the US deprioritized Indian defense exports over India's neutral Russia-Ukraine stance. So they say, halka jana, don't go so fast, don't reach there, right? Something like that. Is that what happened? Or there is an insurance or sanctions review that may have halted the Antonov mid-journey due to US export controls on the Ukrainian carrier. This is a Ukrainian carrier, I was right. So many things are happening. For those of you who are saying that video is not proper, what you can do is there's a portrait mode and there is a landscape mode, and the portrait mode is still under test, which is where you are not seeing it properly. You may want to go to, just log off and go to youtube.com, search for PGurus. There is a landscape mode video also available by way of a separate video. Just click on there and pick up from where you left off. Thank you very much. And next, contract and strategic contacts. So this is where things get really, really messy, because a group in India is waiting for these helicopters to arrive. They have been practicing, they have been training for it, and I'll tell you all about it. The 6 helicopter deal worth $796 million was signed in February 2020, 5 years ago. The first 3 Apaches were delivered successfully in July 2024, arriving at AFS Hindon, which is near New Delhi, via the same Antonov route. So 2024, everything was okay. These helicopters are currently used for crew training at Nashik and were to be deployed at 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗍 base in Jodhpur. The remaining 3 helicopters would have completed the Indian Army's Apache fleet had they arrived on schedule. Well, the 451 Army Aviation Squadron, raised in March 2024 at 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗍, Jodhpur, remains non-operational due to this delay. Indian pilots and technicians have completed training but have no helicopters to operate. The absence of Apaches reduces the Army's offensive and reconnaissance readiness, particularly against China and Pakistan. The delay comes even as Indian Air Force 22 Apaches delivered earlier are fully operational in Ladakh deployment. So that means 22 plus 6. India has bought 28 Apache helicopters from the United States. Now, the other irony here is some of the components that go into these Apaches are actually fabricated in India by Tata. There is a Tata Boeing joint venture in Hyderabad that manufactures the Apache fuselage. And the delay is ironic given that India contributes to Apache production, yet faces delays when it comes to receiving its own airframes paid for already. The Tata Boeing facility recently delivered its 300th fuselage, underscoring India's role in Boeing's global supply chain. So the key question now is, was this truly a logistics hiccup, or did Washington quietly decide that delivering the world's most lethal attack helicopters to India right before a potential cross-border offensive was too provocative? See, this is where this, White House lunch with Asim Munir, or signing the deal with Pakistan crypto, whatever that is, it just raises a lot of suspicions. What the hell is the Trump family thinking, is what one wonders. Anyway, let's take a look at what else could be happening. Do the US and Pakistan fear that India may be holding a go timer and planning to use Apaches for Op Sindoor 2.0? So hold it back. Pak using crypto diplomacy, rare earth overtures, and personal flattery to win favor with Trump circle. If you had seen the interview of mine with Rajiv Malhotra, he had looked at all the think tanks, all the policy wonks, policy people who are working for the Trump administration, and his observation was there were 88 Pakistani Americans or Pakistanis working in that group, and there was one Indian American. One Indian American. See how much of penetration that has happened? Then, if India plans a preemptive LOC strike, line of control strike, Apache delivery would instantly boost its tactical edge. So things are getting a little more than just saying that, oh, okay, there was just a routine delay. There was not. There is more than that. Now, I leave it to you as to what you make of this. And I'm hoping that somebody from White House watches this. I mean, there are lots of articles that have already come, viewers. Ours is hardly the first one. And you can see all the different people. Because remember, this is November 2024. It's almost a year now. So what is going on? Is this also one reason why India is slow walking the free trade agreement? Who knows? There are lots of questions here. No one to answer all these things. All we can say is, let's wait and see how things play out. By 6 a.m., I'm going to have at 6 a.m., I should say, I will have another live show where I'm going to be talking about the Delhi blast and how the money came in from Pakistan through Karachi and Islamabad into the hands of the people who planned this, and what crypto exchange was used to do this, and how that could be bad news, at least from perception level, for the Trump family, and Trump included. All that stuff is going to come at 8 a.m. today. There's going to be a short, I think that's already queued up, that talks about this, but at 10, I'll bring in all the things together. You should watch that one, because this is a fast-moving thing, and now it is almost 99.99% certain that this was a terror incident. And the twist here is that Pakistan could say, wait a minute, we didn't attack anyone. It's your own people, Kashmiri doctors, who did this. What have we got to do with this? Why are you blaming us? So it's vital to establish that link, that there were instructions that came from across the border in Pakistan. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.